Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you being here. If you're new, thank you for stopping by. And if you've been here before, appreciate you coming back. So today on the channel, we're going to talk about a special bottle. It's not a single barrel, so I know that's a shocker. What we're going to talk about today is the Remus Experimental Series number 2. All right, everybody. So, experimental number 2. One of my buddies, this dropped in Ohio. Hasn't hit anywhere in Virginia yet. So, and the first one never even hit in Virginia, but this thing dropped in Ohio. And my buddy Charlie sent a text message. Hey, anybody interested? All I saw was the bottle. I saw the picture. I didn't zoom in. I said, yes, I'm interested. So, he was able to get one and get it hand delivered to me. And I finally look at the picture and I'm, wait a second, that's not the experimental 9-year, because I've had some samples of that and oh my goodness, was that incredible. And I never saw it here and never had an opportunity to get it. So I was like, oh yes, getting the experimental. Didn't realize that this was this year's experimental, so it's series number 2. So this one, a little bit different. So this is a wheat whiskey, okay? And I just recently did a review of another great wheat whiskey, which was the Bernheim 20th anniversary 10-year. So this is a wheat whiskey, and this one here is 95% wheat and 5% malted barley. So Bernheim is 51% wheat, and then there's corn, and then there's malted barley. This one is all wheat, 95%, and then 5% malted barley. And this thing is clocking in at 113 proof. And I don't know if this is age stated or not. I don't see. Is there anything in here? So they're saying it's between 8 to 9 years. So now, this mug, not only is it 95% wheat, there is a ton of finishes on this. So this has a Tawny Port finish, a white port finish, a Oloroso Sherry finish, and then a ruby port finish. So all that stuff, you get this. And I tell you, first time I tried it, I was like, whoa. It was, all the finishes were kind of like pop, 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 trying to battle. You know, is it this? Is it that? And I'm starting to appreciate more finishes. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Some people have liked it, and some people have not liked it. But it's starting to really grow on me, man. So this is, and it's got a, so the cork on this bad boy is embossed, which is pretty cool, right? And then this is the, I didn't pull all the way up there. There's the bottle, which is a pretty cool bottle, right? So this is from MGP, or Ross and Squibb, which is basically middle grain spirits, and it is their kind of, it's, Ross and Squibb is the name they're using for the product that they put out. So the different expressions and everything like that. So let's get this poured up. Get it swirled around. I haven't had this, I've had the bottle about a month and had it a few times, and every time I go back to it, it changes. So I'm thinking as this thing gets further and further down, it's going to change more and more and more, which is pretty cool, right? So it is a rich, dark, this is a dirty Glen, my goodness. Very dark color on this thing, and it has some good viscosity to it. You know, legs kind of form and go slowly, all that kind of fun stuff. So you know it's gonna, there's gonna be some texture there and some stickiness. Wow, it's changed again. Now you definitely will get the finishes on this thing, man. It is, wow. Hold on. Ooh, So there is just a whole bunch of fruit. And I think that's all the finishes. I mean, it just boom, 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 hits you. Can't really pinpoint anything. A little bit of a cherry note in there. Some I guess darker fruits. I get a little bit like maybe a fig note in there. A little like kind of molasses. I don't know. But it is just, it's got a lot going on in the nose. A lot. So, cheers, everybody. Let's get to sipping, stopping, talking. Now, that has changed a little bit since the last time I had it. So, again, I don't know the details on the number of different casks that went into this, if it was all the distillate that kind of went through all those finishing casks, or if it was a bunch of different finishing casks that were then blended into this batch release. I don't have the details on that, and I didn't really do any major research digging into this thing here. But this is I mean, do I like it? Yes. Is it my favorite pour? Maybe not. You know what I mean? Am I happy I have it? I am happy I have it. You know what I mean? This is one of those things you got to be in the mood for, pours, right? Probably could see this kind of hanging out by a fire or sitting on your porch on a cool night, maybe smoking a cigar. This might pair well because of the different finishes on it and everything like that. It does have a rich mouthfeel. I mean, a good mouthfeel. It kind of lingers there, but it doesn't finish the way. Now the first one, oh my God, that thing was a monster, and it went on and on and on and on. It was just one of those things that, you know, that's one of those things you pour it and you probably could spend 2 hours just sipping, smelling, sipping, smelling, sipping, smelling. This one here, the finish is a little shorter than what I would expect. But again, this thing has changed so much since my first time I tried it. Because when I first tried it, I was like, ooh, I don't know if I made a mistake getting this bottle. Not sure if I'm going to like it. And then I went back to it and I said, okay, well, it's changing. I went back to it again and I was like, okay, it's changing again. I mean, does it hit my palate? I mean, all the different finishes. I mean, the problem is I think they're all fighting for attention, and not one of them is standing up to say, "Hey, I'm the leader here. You're gonna follow me," type of a thing. There's a lot of different finishes in here, and that's kind of why they do the experimental stuff. So it's the distillers having fun, doing different things, right? Keeps it interesting. Man, so this thing, I mean, I think if if it's a warm day and you're sipping this, it's going to be different flavors. If it's really cold out, hanging out at night, it's going to be different flavors. You know, right now it's kind of the middle of the day. Finally got a little bit of a break on a weekend. Just figured I would come down, shoot some content, and that kind of stuff. So yeah, I mean, I'm happy I have it. I wouldn't back it up. That's just me. It's not, I don't know. I don't want to give a bad review because I mean, to me, all whiskey is good whiskey. It's for somebody, right? I mean, that's why some of the stuff is on the shelves. There's some stuff that doesn't really do it for me, but it's good. But I don't know. I mean, leave me a comment. Did you get this one here? Do you like it? Have you had the first one? Do you like that one? You know, let me know your thoughts. Would be really interested to hear that. But anyhow, appreciate you guys tuning in. And again, This is the West Virginia Bourbon Guy, reminding you the pours are always best when they're shared with friends. Cheers, everybody. There's the rich molasses. Okay, well, maybe when I get down a little bit further, this is going to grow on me. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll give you guys an update at one point. So, cheers, everybody. Have a great one.